brands were just throwing out, they were going directly DMing influencers and giving them crazy money. You're talking about 6-figure deals.
You have 3 million followers. How can someone gain at least 1 million followers? Because it does seem like 1 million followers is a great threshold at this point to get noticed by so many brands. But how do you get to 1 million followers if I start from ground zero right now?
So I would say if you want to get on in this journey, you need to have some type of passion for it, you know? Yeah, you can get in if you just want to be famous, but it's such a game of consistency. Consistency is the #1 key. You have to be ready to post and create. If you don't have that passion and drive, you know, and then you got to end up editing and learning how to edit your own stuff, because unless you don't have money, if you have the money to pay somebody to do it, yeah, but most creators don't. So you got to do all this, and if you don't have the passion to do it, you kind of may fall flat. You may be like, oh man, I don't feel like doing this every day. It's definitely a thing of consistency and passion for sure.
Yeah. Now, one thing that I think about too is the amount of money that people can make. We've seen Country Wayne talk about this, where he's made like he says he's made like, I think $200,000 a month, like off of content, which is, you know, crazy for some people.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to ask you a specific question. Can you reveal at least like how much you've ever made off one particular skit?
Man, I would say the most I probably made off of one skit was probably over 10K.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Off one skit, 10K.
And I was a brand ambassador for Smirnoff, so I remember, when I started to see money change in my life. I remember I was in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I got a check, and it was like $20,000, and it went to the wrong apartment. And I remember like finding out what apartment it went to, and I think he opened my mail, because when he gave it to me, he just had this look like, what you doing in this little small apartment getting checks like this? So yeah, you can make some money on social media for sure. It's definitely different from traditional.
Yeah. I've also seen people that have a following and they're not making any money. Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Well, in the beginning of time, it was crazy, you know, because brands didn't necessarily know what this was. Influencer was the beginning of everything, you know. So it was kind of like brands were just throwing out, they were going directly DMing influencers and giving them crazy money. You're talking about 6-figure deals, you know, just to post something. But now, over time, brands have gotten smarter, and they have been able to say, well, how much of these followers are going over to the brand when they say something? So over time, it's just become a thing of filtering out, like, okay, brands have just gotten smarter, and Instagram and a lot of platforms are doing things with the algorithm and introducing their own way of boosting videos, because of course it's kind of a situation of, you don't have to pay the influencer, you can pay us and get more views on your stuff. So it's kind of like a situation where a lot of the money has been spread. Now you have influencers, and you have an influx of a lot of influencers now, a lot more influencers. So between that and between companies just going straight to Facebook or Instagram and boosting their stuff for more views, the money's gonna get a little bit tighter.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this teaser. You can watch the full interview right now at hypersclub.com, along with more behind the scenes and additional content.